Hi, Libra. It's Angela. We're here to do September reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a soul guidance reading. This is inner awarenesses that we can bring to the surface and transform. Sometimes it involves external sources and other people, but all of the work begins within. And what we do is we pull one oracle card to give us guidance as to what we want to focus on at this time. And we're pulling from this deck right now, the messages from the light. And for you, Libra, the card that I got is grounding. So, not sure if some of you are ungrounded or feeling a little extra upper chakras going on, like, connection to spirit and your intuition, and maybe even your throat chakra speaking up, using your mind. But maybe the lower vibrations are the lower chakras, might not be connected or ungrounded or rooted. So this is a guide in how to sort of regain some of that grounded vibration. You don't have to follow or ascribe to the chakras, but they are just energy centers in our body. And sometimes it helps in visualization when you're grounding to actually see in your mind's eye, like from your first chakra, the root chakra, which is down in your tailbone, like down way low in your root chakra, connecting through to the center of the earth. I do that in a lot of my meditations when I first start out, to make sure that I'm connected to that grounded energy. Okay, so let's see if some of you feel like this could just be a practice to put, sort of in your back pocket. Let's take that for what it is. But I think everyone can always be reminded that grounding is important. So let's see what the Zen cards tell us. We're going to clarify with these. We have here this row here is your starting point. We have your starting position and internal energies that support it, and external, sort of the external manifestation of these combined energies. Then we have this card here. We drop to this to sort of I kind of call this like the tree spread. If it kind of looks like a tree, I don't know, it kind of does. These are the branches, and this is the trunk, and this is the key to moving forward, right? It's the key to getting yourself to this higher level of understanding. And then up here we have landing point, inner awarenesses, and external manifestations as well. And this final card sometimes is also like the overview or the insight into the entire spread. Okay, so let's get started. As it pertains to grounding, I got the starting point as we are the world. I love this so much. So if you are feeling a little disconnected, if you're feeling ungrounded, or, just not rooted, not connected, this is a beautiful starting point, because this is a reminder that we all are connected, and that really that energy, that universal energy that's always flowing and keeping us unified, is always present. And really what is required of us is to strip away the extra noise and tap into it, right? We are all connected. And I love how they're all connected on the planet, right? When we're thinking of grounded energy work, a lot of times what I'll do is imagine a root, drilling down toward the center of the planet to root me in place. This card here too is interesting. It's got the geometrical designs, the triangle, which is the universal sort of spiritual geometric shape, and then also this starting of the spiral, which to me, drilling down and getting rooted down beneath the surface is what holds you in place and allows you to move about with more clarity and with more purpose. If you're energetically grounded, that is the start of your internal alignment, right? Okay. And the reminder that we're all connected, and, there really isn't much separating us. That really helps when it comes to doing some grounding work, because we get to visualize that as well. Internally, the energy, the vibration that supports this oneness with all that is our inner voice. This is your intuition. It's your intuition, your inner being guiding you, at the same time receiving and being guided by spirit, by the divine. If you see this figure here is, grounded, there's some water there. So there's the dolphins. Dolphins are super intuitive beings, right? And water, from our emotions comes our nudges and our intuitive guide. They're all connected. And in that place of the third eye, in this main figure, is another figure with its crown chakra wide open and in a sort of a receptive mode, an open channel to receive those energies that are flowing through. So it's really all just circular. And your inner being is in this inner position, internal energies position. So what I want to say to you, Libra, is your intuition, first of all, it's always present. And I'm sure that you're aware of it and that you know it and you utilize it. But it is powerful. Your inner strength and your inner voice and your inner guide are powerful. And really what it takes to keep it activated is to remain grounded. So that inner alignment from root to crown, right? All of your energy centers of your body or your chakras, that alignment becomes more and more important when because, at the crown chakra level here, this is, for you, I feel this is already always activated and okay. But it's almost like turns into clouds of confusion or nowhere to go if it's not rooted, if it's not grounded as well. So that's what I'm thinking is the message for some of you, is that just don't forget, right? Don't forget those lower chakras too, because they're important as well. Groundedness, emotions, and connected with others, our self-empowerment, our heart, right? All of those lead to this inner voice that you have pretty much captured, right? And do very well with, because it's showing up right here in your inner position. So those two energies combined, this knowledge that, tapping into the oneness of the universe and the inner awareness that you already carry as it pertains to the grounding, it shows up in your external world as integration. So this is exactly what I believe, this is what I was just trying to say, is that in order to maintain this energy of your inner being and your intuition, the grounding must be there. The alignment must be rooted somewhere. And then this integration card is asking that you remain, that these energies coalesce. This alignment remains as you move about your day-to-day world. So that when things happen in your day-to-day life and your waking world that feel challenging or feel that you're uncertain how to proceed, being in it fully integrated, being in it with your full alignment, grounded to that higher self and higher awareness connectedness that you already carry, making sure that the full alignment's there, is your path forward. That is the way that you have the most strength to battle and deal with and sort of tackle anything that comes your way as a human being on this planet, right? It's just calling for that full alignment and then full integration. This integration card also, it's a combination of your inner being and your outer world, right? It's day and night, yin and yang, the eagle and the swan. It's got all these competing energies that are all becoming one. They're coalescing as one within your inner self. And that's where your power will be. Okay. let's find the next card here. This card is the key to moving forward to a better or a higher level of understanding. And that key card is the Creator. Now we move to third chakra. I love this. I love how all the chakras are starting to get represented here. But this is your knowledge and your understanding that you are creating the experience of your life. That you are creating all those things that you experience. The key to remember is that, you know, you're not controlling it. You're creating the quality of the experience that you have while you're here by the choices you make in response to life, right? To the things that go on outside of us that we don't have control over. You have control over the way you respond, and that creates the quality of your life experience, how you choose to respond to any given thing, to somebody who's being contrary, to your fears and vulnerabilities, to, you know, a sudden occurrence or accident or something that happens outside of your control. How you choose to show up and respond to that. And if you have the grounding in place and, you know, your inner being, and you have all your alignment integrated into one, you have the most solid base from which to create the life that you choose, the life that you want. But remember, in every outside circumstance that happens, we don't have control over its happening. We have control over how we respond to it. And that will create the quality of the experience that we're having, whether it be more challenge because we responded in a rash way. We could be creating more challenge for ourselves, right? Or if we respond with love and acceptance, that big occurrence that happens in our life could be fleeting, right? But and you're creating that fleeting scenario by your response. And remember, it starts with that groundedness. It's first key. It's the first key to gaining the alignment and having the awareness, and then being able to discern and choose your response to all those things that happen in your life. Love this. Couldn't love it more. Okay, now we have that card of realizing that we're creating our experience every step of the way. That's the key to, you know, accepting this concept and accepting this reality, really, this truth, moves us to a higher level of awareness. And it gets us to, you know, probably a more solid footing, more solid grounding, but also full alignment of our entire inner self. And that card, oh, look at that. So, okay, we got breakthrough. Okay, so the awareness, and I love this through line here, the awareness that we're all connected and we're all one, and that in my particular life experience, I'm choosing the quality. I'm choosing how to respond so that I create the life that I'm experiencing. You know, I create that quality of my life. And once you get that down, once you accept that oneness and accept that you're the creator, that's your personal empower. That's your breakthrough coming through. This is your pow moment. Like, wow, this is, you know, all the time coming from this place of groundedness. This is where it starts. Remember, the rootedness. Beautiful. You come upon, you know, an epiphany and a realization that, wow, I'm the one carving out the quality of this experience that I'm having on this planet. It's me. There are higher powers. You have your higher self on board. There is divine support at all times, but you are choosing that experience that you as a human being are having here. I love this. This is very, very empowering for you, Libra. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next card, which is the inner awareness that supports this breakthrough. And we got adventure, excitement, willingness to face the unknown with excitement, with, you know what, I'm getting this better and better, right? Like this is your higher level of awareness as it pertains to knowing that grounding is where it all begins. I'm getting this more and more. Let's go, right? I'm going to bring my fully aligned, fully integrated self, who is creating every experience that I'm having. And I'm excited to see what's to come, because now I'm really getting it. Now I'm creating the ease by being grounded, by, grounding myself. I'm creating the ease with which I need in order to move forward and expand and, evolve. But I'm looking forward to what's coming because I'm getting it more and more. I'm no longer going to point to others to, blame. You're the reason that I'm feeling this way. No, I'm the reason I'm feeling this way. And I have a choice to respond in a new way. I have a choice to fully align myself and bring it forward into my experience. And now that I know I have that choice, that empowers me even more. And I can't wait to see what's coming. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. And then the final card and the insight, or the cap, the cherry on top, whatever, to this spread is consciousness. So yeah, Libra, I mean, not that you didn't already have that higher understanding, right? That sort of intuitive and, a lot of higher mental acuity, the higher levels, but now you're really just, you're kicking it now. You're getting there. This card is like the epitome of your third eye, which we started with here in your inner being. And like I said, from the grounding through to, this third chakra vibe, making sure it's all blended together as one. And then you got this higher consciousness here. You have that full alignment with which to move about in your life. Now, some of you may say, well, how do I get grounded in the first place, right? There are a lot of visualizations that you can do, like during a meditation or during, any quiet time that you have, listening to music. You can just visualize like a chord or a root holding you in place, connecting you to the center of the planet. That's one way. You could also literally ground and do what they call earthing, which is, going out to a grassy area or to where there's trees or to the beach or the forest or wherever there's a little bit of nature. If you live in the city, go to the park, and or in your home as well. But it's much better to be in touch with the earth. And you can go barefoot and stand and feel the vibration of the earth, of the dirt, the soil, the grass, the leaves, whatever. You could also sit with your back against a tree and feel the support. All of the elements here on this planet are there for us. And we sometimes just forget that. It's like, oh yeah, nice tree. But be with that tree, sit with your back to it, feel the support that is there. And then imagine that up, into this sort of oneness vibration. And imagine that support is always with me, whether I'm sitting with my back against a tree or not. It's always present, always with me. I just need to make sure it's integrated and my full self realizes that support is divine. You could also lie flat on the grass, like in a face up kind of a laying down position, and feel the support, every piece of the earth supporting, where your elbows touch, where your knees touch, where your hips touch, where your feet, feel the support there holding you. Mother Earth is there for you. And she is just one element of this full divine universal love that's always present. So that's where I would start, is with some of those grounding techniques. And then really visualizing and seeing that energy and that solidity connecting all of your energy centers so that you are able to proceed and continue to evolve. And remember, that key is to know you have the choice. You have an option in every moment to create the quality of the experience of your life. God, this is powerful. It's really powerful, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, very good reading for you guys. All right, I will see you again probably in a couple weeks for a little mid-month update. Until then, I love you.